सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ श्लोका नंबर 105 धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदः दण्डो दमयिता दमः अपराजितः सर्वसः नियन्ता नियमो यमः The essence of this sloka, the Lord Vishnu is the yielder of the bow and the knower of that Dhanur Vidya. And when you hold any shastram, that bow, a person should know how to use it. Why Bhagavan holds that shastram, ayudham in the hand? To punish adharma. Punish adharma means adharmic people. The people who move in the adharmic way. To punish those people, Lord used that ayudham. And see the beauty, when you are controlling others, when you are showing your power on others, when you are punishing others, a person should have the control over on himself or herself. Without having control on one's own body, mind, sense organs, the person do not have power to control others. This way the sloka tells beautifully, the Lord Vishnu has the power using that bow to punish others, dando damayita damaha, and he is not conquered by anyone, aparajitaha. This is unconquered. When you have all qualities, the Shakti, strength, courage, you are never conquered by others. So Bhagavan have that capacity also. And sarvasaha, another beauty, when you have power, when you are controlling others, the forgiveness also required. See, all put together. The power comes naturally, the power should not be misused. The power should not be misused. And that power, the punishment also should not go to a person who is not deserved that punishment. So Bhagavan is the only person who knows really this person deserves punishment. And at the same time, this person needs the forgiveness, daya, compassion, sarva sahaha. So these all come together now. When I have power also, I should have at the same time karuna also. You see, naturally these are all opposite. When the power is there, the forgiveness is very lacking in the people. The forgiveness also should come. The compassion, daya. Even the person commits mistakes, you have to give more and more, many more opportunities. That person may change. That's why Bhagavan is Sarva Sahahan. That's why people are committing mistakes again. They know Bhagavan is Sarva Sahaha. He is the forgiver. He excuses people, but at the same time, he is ready to punish them if they don't change within that time. Bhagavan keeps some time, gives some time. This person may change after some time. The attitude, the bhavana, your way of life, it won't change. Bhagavan punishes that person. So, aparajitaha sarvasaha. At the same time, niyantan. Like dictator, he controls everyone. The sarvasaha, niyanta go together is very difficult. Either you can see niyanta totally dictators, like Hitler, Mussolini. Totally a dictatorship, niyanta, niyantritvam. The beauty is when there is niyantritvam, also if you have that forgiveness, it gives beauty to that niyanta. You can see the lot of depth in that Bhagavan's characteristics. Niyanta. And another important thing, Niyamo Yamahan. Controlling others is easy. Not only that, Bhagavan is one who has got control on one's own body, mind, complex sense organs also. Yama Niyamas is fully followed. That is very important. He can punish others. That person is only fit to punish others. Therefore, the real way of changing the people is not only showing the power. If you want to change, transform the people who are going in a wrong way, wrong path, punishment, showing cruelty is not only the method or technique. Samadana Veda Danda. You should have love, affection. With children also we speak many times very harshly we speak. At the same time we have a lot of karuna inside also. We have no dvesha. But you want their upliftment, their growth you want. So Bhagavan punishes people not by hatred, out of love, compassion. He want to bring that bhakta. Even the Rakshasas also he want to bring transform in them either in this Janma or next Janma. So that's why this verse is very beautiful. So whenever we use our power also, having knowledge how to use that ayudham. We have ayudham, no? Not any other extra ayudham. We have our ayudhams. How to control others. Our words, our way of actions and all. There are so many ways. If you love that person, you are the person who can handle in best way to transform that person. If you are not transforming that person, means you are not intelligent enough to handle that person properly. If you transform that person, means you are very intelligent person, how to handle that person you know very well enough. I am not able to change my people. That is not their mistake. They are not transforming, they are not changing, we always complain on others. It is not their mistake. It is our mistake, lacking proper method, proper technique how to approach the people. Bhagavan is one who handles and who knows how to aptly how to approach the bhaktas and shatrus also. Even Aris, Rakshasas also, he approached them to punish them, and at the same time he has got lot of forgiveness. All these are when it is possible. When you have that knowledge, then only it is possible. When you go beyond raga, dvesha, in the body, mind complex alone, these are possible. That's why all can we keep together. So first, that's why you control yourself. Control in the sense, you become master. Mastery over your own mind. Mastery your own thoughts. Then naturally all spontaneously happens. This is what people are missing this point. So beautiful verse. Next verse we'll read. We have finished up to Niyamo Yamaha. 106th sloka. Sattvatān satvikas satyah satya dharma parayanah abhiprayah priyarhorhah priyakrit prītivardhanah. 867th Nama. Sattvavan. Sattvavan means van, when it comes as a suffix, it is the possessor, endowed with van, dhanavan, balavan. The one who has got strength is balavan. One who is rich, have money, he is dhanavan. Similarly, Lord Vishnu is also called as Sattvavan. He is the possessor of, here Sattva means strength and courage. Sattva guna here represents strength and courage. Acharya says, Shaurya Viryadikam. Shauryam and Viryam. Strength and courage, both. These are very, very important for every human being. Dhairyam is very important, courage. A courageous person is a successful person. And the courage also must be directed in a righteous way of courage. Isn't it? Therefore, Shaurya Viryadikam Sattvam Asya iti Sattvavan. (868) Satvikaha. Because he is called as Sattvavan, that Sattva Guna, Pradhanyam, predominant in Lord Vishnu. Sattva Guna is predominant. One who establishes in Sattvika Guna. One who establishes, that is very important. Namakku varum Sattva Guna appappo, once in a while. But Lord Vishnu is always established in Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna is that Guna, it always creates righteous thoughts, positive thoughts, right thoughts. That is called Sattva Guna Pradhanya. Sattve Gune Pradhanyena Sthita iti. Basically, all gunas are there. In Ishvara also, Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna is there. Whereas Brahmaji is Rajo Guna Pradhanam, the activity. Shiva is Tamo Guna Pradhanam. That means, Shiva only having Tamo Guna nenikakudadu. When that Lord Parameshwara, the destruction time, the sleep time, Tamo Guna predominates. We should not take எங்க பார்த்தா சிவக்கு தமோ குணம் தான் இருக்கு, அவருக்கு சத்வ குணம் கிடையாதுன்னு. அப்படி கிடையாது. So here Vishnu is predominantly sattva guna sampanna. When if you take Shiva Puranam, Shiva predominant is sattva guna. Again, the tamo guna also comes when he is doing the job of dissolution. Not always. So therefore here predominantly sattva guna and rajo guna, tamo guna are also there. But they are not predominant. Therefore Lord Vishnu called as Satvikaha. Then Satyaha, 869. Satyaha means truly established in sadhus. Satyaha means the one who is truly, really established in sadhus. Why we call a person sadhu? Not Tamil sadhu. Tamil are romba sadhu and very soft person. Here sadhu is a one who is a gnani, intelligent person, who forgives others and who is endowed with love, compassion more. That is called Sattva Guna, fully Sattva Guna. So the Lord Vishnu is predominant in sadhus. Truly, that is important. Truly, really, in full sense, the Lord is manifesting in sadhus. Therefore, Satyaha. Lord Vishnu is called as Satyaha. Come little forward. 868, 9th Nama. Therefore, Satsu Sadhutvat. Satsu means in sadhus. Satsu is the locative case, Saptami. In the sadhus. Sadhutvat, in the sadhus rupena, sadhus swabhavena. That's why when you see the sadhus swabhava in the Mahatmas, the tender nature, their love and affection towards others, that the manifestation is none other than Lord Vishnu. Therefore, we do namaskara to sadhus. We never see that sadhutvam of sadhu differently from the Lord. So you can see the guna of the sadhu. That guna belongs to Lord Vishnu. So therefore Lord Vishnu is called as Satyaha. Then 870th nama, Satya Dharma Parayanaha. Satye Yadha Bhutartha Kathane. Satya means here what? You can split Satya Dharma Parayanaha. That means one who is established in truth, Satya Dharma. Parayana means that is the only, his only aim. Truth followed by do's and don'ts. Chodana Lakshana Arthaha Dharma. That dharma is, dharma means what? You do this. Shastra commands, you do this, you don't do this. Do's and don'ts. Shastra commands the person. That is called dharma. Enna akkrama pandra, enna adharma pandra enna ardham? He is going against to Shastra. Clear? We need not, others need not come and tell us. We know who is following dharma, who is against to dharma, we can easily understand. The Lord is one who is always established in dharma and satya. Satya dharma parayanaha. Adevela. Always he is in tat chintanam, tat kathanam madre. How we are very much soaked, obsessed with Anjalo. The Lord is full of satya and dharma. Here satya what Abhashikara says? Yatha bhutartha kathanam. Yatha bhutartham. Eppadi irukko appadiye solradhu yatha bhutartham. Kathanam is called satya. Never manipulate. He never manipulates any facts. That is why if any person who speaks truth, the whole Shastra bows in front of him. Even Bhumata also, when he is walking, she shivers, it seems. Shastra tells, a person who is Satyavrata, he or she is walking, even Bhumata feels pleasure, no? Ananda, to carry such a person on her shoulders. Is it not? Otherwise, we saw in previous namas, it is Bhu Bharam. Bhumata feels to carry a adharmic person, to carry a person who speaks always lies. Therefore, Bhumata also protects that person. Therefore, Bhagavan is called Parayanam, means the one whose Gamyam, goal is Satya and Dharma. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is called as Satya Dharma Parayanaha. Then 871 Abhiprayaha. Abhiprayaha means here who is sought after by those who seek the ultimate goal, who seek the ultimate value of life. We sought after, we seek the Lord. We seek the Lord. Why we seek? What is our ultimate goal? Ultimate value of life we seek. What is the ultimate value of life? Dharma, moksha. So, our ultimate aim of life, value of life is moksha. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is our ultimate goal. The one who is sought after by those people whose ultimate goal is moksha. Therefore, abhipraya. What is your abhipraya? What is your opinion? Generally we ask, no? What do you want? What is your opinion? I don't have any opinions. Moksha is only one goal. Abhipraya. The Lord Vishnu Padam is the only goal. Therefore, he is called as Abhiprayaha. Bhashyakara says here, Avipreyate Purushartha Kankshibhihi. The desirers of moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Purushartha Kankshibhihi means the desirers. Purushartha means here not only moksha. You remember always, the seekers of moksha, they are dharma, artha, kama also they seek. And they seek the ultimate value, purushartha, that is moksha. That is important. But you see, 99% people vote for only artha, kama, even not for dharma. At least dharma they vote for. At least after some time they can come for moksha. So slowly, artha, kama and dharma and moksha. Therefore, abhipreyate purushartha kankshibhihi. Here, abhi pra plus e plus a, that is the grammar. Who seek the ultimate purushartha. The e is the dhatu actually there. A, abhi and pra all are upasarga. Abhimukhyena, another meaning is abhimukhyena pralaye asmin praiti jagaditi. The whole jagat abhimukhyena, towards the Lord. At the time of pralaya, abhimukhyena pralaye, at the time of pralaya, asmin praiti, that dissolves into, the whole jagat dissolves into, abhipraiti jagat iti, the whole jagat into whom, towards whom it merges. Abhimukhyena pralaye asmin praiti jagaditi. Therefore, into whom the jagat will merge? Into Lord Vishnu. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is called Abhiprayaha. Next, Priyarhaha, 872. Priyarhaha means Priyani Ishtan Arhati iti. That means, here there is one sloka Acharya given, but I will give the essence of that sloka. Priyani Ishtan Arhati. That means what? Arhaha means the one who deserves. One who deserves. Arhata. Deserve to get the things which are liked by you. Those things which what you like, and those things he is deserved to get, Bhagavan. Priyarhaha. Whatever you want, you love, you ask for the Lord. Isn't it? You ask for the Lord. The more you ask, and you have to give for him first. You may get doubt. How can I give? I don't have. Mentally you can offer. First you offer mentally. Then when Bhagavan gives, easy language la சொல்லணும்னா, எனக்கு எது ரொம்ப பிடிக்குமோ, எனக்கு எது மேல ரொம்ப ஆசையோ பிரேமையோ அது பகவானுக்கு கொடுக்கணும். நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? எல்லாம் உல்டா. That is why பகவான் ஏதோ பூர்வஜன சுக்கிரமா வந்து அது கூட போயிடுது நமக்கு. காரணம் என்னன்னா, Bhagavan knows your inner thought, what you love, what you desire. Yes or no? Bhagavan knows. You cannot cheat the Lord, isn't it? So, you love nice mango. Suppose, for example, the costliest mango, you love that juice and everything. You have to give that mango first to the Lord. That is why Priyaraha. I love this mango juice, especially so many varieties are there. I love this alone. And whatever you love much, that only you have to give to the Lord. That's a Priyarhahan. That's why today onwards, whatever we love first we have to give to the Lord. Offer to the Lord. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நீங்க சாப்பிடாமலே போடன்னு சொல்லல. At least mentally offer. Start mentally offering. Then slowly the cash way and vastram also. When you want to give vastram to the Lord, what type of vastram you love? What type of dress you love? You give it to the Lord. What type of food you love? You give it to the Lord. நல்ல கீ போட்டு பாயசம் பண்ண ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் இல்லையா? First you offer to the Lord. Everything, even flowers, fruits, things. இன்னும் பகவானுக்குன்னு தனியாக இருக்குது. துணி, பழம் இடம் எல்லாமே பகவானுக்குன்னு வேற வச்சிருக்கான் கடையில். இந்த சீப் குவாலிட்டி எல்லாமே. பகவான் knows what type of mentality we have. அதே மாதிரி வந்துடும் திருப்பி. Whatever we are offering, again it comes to us only. Therefore, Lord is Priyarhaha. So He deserves what you love. Therefore, you give what you love more. I told you one story. One person said, "Oh Lord, you want to sell that house. Nobody is coming and buying." He said, "I will give this house freely. Bhagwan, I will give this. If this house, if I sell, I will whatever amount comes, I will give it to you freely. It should come good price. No? Highest price it should come." And this bhakta, intelligent bhakta, no, what he does, he tied a cat near the house. He tied a cat. He said, he advertised, those who want to buy this house, the house cost is 1 rupee, the cat cost is 10 lakhs. And I will give the cat along with this house. Both I will give. House value is, listen carefully, house value is 1 rupee. Cat value is 10 lakhs. Then what is there to buy the cat? No, house anyhow it is coming. The person came and bought that house, and he gave 10 lakhs 1 rupee. Then what this person bhakta said, I'll give the house cost whatever it comes to you. And he want to put that 1 rupee in the hundi. Because house cost is only 1 rupee. The cat alone only 10 lakhs. When he is dropping that 1 rupee, his gold ring also fallen in that. The diamond ring, very costliest ring, fallen in that hundi. Bhagavan knows how to take. That shows Bhagavan knows how to take from you. You need not give. If you don't give, if you give, it's good. It is good. You are, this is called self-respect. You are keeping your respect. If you don't give, Bhagavan knows how to take. That's why many things namak sollamale poidum theriyumo. Many things, money, things, everything will go away. Karanam idudha. So if you offer, it's fine. Otherwise, it's Bhagavan's job to take from you. Therefore, Priyarhaha. The next nama, 873, Arhaha. Arhaha means here, deserve to worship. The Lord Vishnu is one who deserves. Worship. What way, what type of worship he deserves? Acharya says, Swagata, number 1. First you have to welcome the Lord. That's why in the previous Priyarhaha I said, what I love, first I should do. I love, if people welcomes me, I love, no? So you first welcome the Lord. First Swagata. Then what you expect next when they welcome? You expect, ask, if they ask you to sit down, you feel comfortable, no? So, asana, you have to offer asana to the Lord. Then, what you want, you expect then prashamsa. If they praise me, they acknowledge me, they acknowledge my talents, my accomplishments, whatever I have achieved. For example, you sing very nicely, you have done this, you have done this. The prashamsa. We expect, no? The glorification. So you have to glorify the Lord. You have to glorify the Lord. Prashamsa. Then, arghya. then you expect some water from them. தண்ணி கூட கேட்கல சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, எங்கேயாவது போனேன், ஸோ தண்ணி கூட கேட்கலையான்னு. You have to ask, you want water? Take water. So you have to offer water, argyam, padhyam, and you have to ask them wash their feet. So give water to wash their feet. This is showing the respect. That person feels to come and sit in your house. When you do all these things, oh, this person loves me. அது தெரியும். When you are going, when person is entering, when you are going, எப்படி கேட்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்? Directly people don't ask, indirectly they'll ask, what is your next program? புரிஞ்சு போச்சு இல்லையா? What is your next program means immediately the person understands. So that is why people those days, always they keep water outside. எப்பவுமே வாட்டர் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா they know someone or other they will come. They'll wash their feet and they come and the towel ரெடியாக இருக்கும். இப்போ நம்ம வீட்டில் கெஸ்ட் யாராவது வராங்கன்னு போடுவோம். If guest is coming, we know, but not like that olden days. So argyam, padhyam, to wash their feet, you have to give water. That's why in puja also we say, avahayami, oh Lord, please come. Asanam samarpayami, and offer the seat, please sit down. Padhyam samarpayami, argyam samarpayami. Like mantra ella theriyade enna. At least learn. There are mantras are there, you can learn. So many things we are learning, no? Then padhyam and stuti. We have to stotram pandrathu. We have to do stotram. Vyavaharika level, if you want to get things, things to get to be done by the person, you have to do some stuti, stotram. Naturally, இருக்கிறது சொல்லலாமே, உண்மையாக சொல்லலாம். So அந்த ஸ்துதி பண்ணா that person feels happy. So he want to help us. That's why you want to get things from the Lord, things get to be done, you have to stotram பண்ணணும், ஸ்துதி. That's why all our mantras, stotrams are all praising the greatness of the Lord. You are Indran, Chandran, you have done this, you have protected that bhakta, this bhakta, you have done all these ways. Therefore, why can't you protect me also? అది జ్ఞాపకం పడుతున్నాను. It is easy job for you, it is very simple for you, you have done already. నాకెలా జ్ఞాపకం పడుతున్నాను భగవానికి. Bhagavan knows, oh, this bhakta knows a lot of history of mine, so I can't escape now. I can't escape. என்னோட biography எல்லாம் இவனுக்கிட்ட இருக்கு. Therefore, I have to do stuti and namaskara. And the other person also very pleased. Now, why I am comparing with the other person naturally? Because our mind is oriented to do all these things to others. Therefore, I am comparing how normal person expects. You are doing the same way you have to do offer to the Lord. You have to do more first. It should come from this way. But I am taking from this way, from example, so that you can understand very easily. So namaskaram pannanum. First do namaskara. Wherever you see the Lord photo, first do namaskara. So everybody wants to get or namaskara podanum. So wishing in matter, wishing the Lord, giving respect. The namaskara conveys how the reverence you have towards the Lord, towards that person. That is why in Shastra, Amma, father, mother, and Guru, Ishvara. For these four people, you have to do namaskara all the time. When you see Guru, immediately you have to do namaskara. Engi paadna sare, avar paathara illaya, whether he has seen or not, doesn't matter. Namaskara pannu. He or she may not acknowledge your namaskara. It doesn't matter. I am not doing namaskara for the Guru's sake. Whether nangu paakrara na namaskara pandra irungo, namaskara pannu. பண்ணலாம், தப்பில்லை. Sometimes it is not possible to come near and do namaskara. I can do from far. I have to do from far. You can do. So many ways of namaskaras are there. At least by bending, joining the hands, namaskara. By sashtang namaskara. From far you can do namaskara. The manasula nanichu pandrathu. That improves, it purifies our mind. ஈவன் குரு வென் டீச்சிங் மனசுக்குள்ளேயே நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணலாம். ஒரு பாயிண்ட் நமக்கு பிடிக்கும் போது அப்போ எவ்வளோ அழகா சொல்லியிருக்கா பகவானே எனக்கு குருவன் மனசுலயே நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணலாம். வென் ஆல் பீப்புள் ஆர் சிட்டிங் யூ கேன் டூ நமஸ்காரா. So it looks disturbs all people. So what do we do? Thousands of namaskaras I want to do my guru that time. When he is communicating certain points and all, I feel like to do namaskar. Manasulaye namaskaram பண்ணிடலாம். So it is bhavana is important more. Therefore, அதான் சொல்லி எப்பவுமே மனசுல நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. How Guru knows how much respect or reverence you have. So maximum we have to show outside namaskara. Once in a while, sometimes we have to do it in the mind. And the 24 hours மனசுல நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும் குருவுக்கு. வீட்டில் இருந்தா கூட ஹே குரு யூ ஆர் கிவிங் திஸ் மச் டைப் ஆஃப் நாலேஜ் ஃபார் மீ. ஐ கோடி 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 நமஸ்காரங்கள கோடி பண்ண முடியுமா? அப்படியே வாயாலாவது சொல்லிட்டு கோடி நமஸ்காரம்னு சொல்கிறோம். கோட்டின்னா 10 பண்ண 3 பண்ணுறதுக்கு మనకు முட்டி முதுகு வரையெல்லாம் வரும். கோட்டி எங்கே பண்ண போகிறோம்? ஐ எம் எனேபிள் டு டூ கோட்டி பட் ஐ எம் டூயிங் my mentally koti namaskaras. So your bhavana and purifies your whole heart. So therefore namaskara stuti namaskara devi, in all these ways you have to worship the Guru, worship Ishvara. Therefore Lord Vishnu is called Arhaha. Arhaha for swagatam, asanam, padyam, dhargyam, namaskara, stuti, stotram. For all this Bhagavan. ஏதோ அப்படி நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணிட்டு போகிறதில்ல. You have to acknowledge the Lord's greatness. The more you acknowledge the Lord, and the more Lord acknowledge you also. You never question. If you acknowledge the Lord, you never get a doubt whether Lord is acknowledging me or not. Because you are immersed in acknowledging the Lord. Lord is immersed in acknowledging you. You have no time to think whether Lord is acknowledging me or not. That is real bhakti. My job I am doing. When you are doing your job, Bhagavan does his job. Naturally. Arhaha. Priyakrit 874. Acharya tells here, Priyakrit means the one who increases the joy of his devotees. The one who increases the joy, the pleasure, who worships him. If I worship the Lord, and my joy, my pleasure, my happiness will increase. That is why Lord is more interested in making you happy. What he says, Acharya, na kevalam priyarhaha eva. He is not only deserves your offerings, that what you like, he likes. Kintu stutyadibihi bhajatam. Stutyadibihi means by stotram, by the stotrams. Bhajatam, the one who worships, remembers the Lord. By kirtanam, shravanam, mananam, dasyam, sheva bhavana, towards the Lord, sakhya bhavana, matru bhavana, pitru bhavana towards the Lord. When I have all this bhajatam, to those people, priyam karoti. Priyam karoti means he makes them enjoy. He gives happiness, the love. Priyakrit. Next nama, Priti Vardhanaha. Simple 874th nama, Teshameva Pritim Vardhayati iti. Teshameva means of those people. Who are those people? The worshippers, the real lovers, the devotees of the Lord, who always offers all the things to the Lord. Those people, Teshameva Pritim Vardhayati. He makes their happiness to grow, increase. Vardhayati means increasing, growth. Priti Vardhanaha. The one who improves, increases our joy. Preeti Vardhana. Next sloka we will read 107. विहाय सगतिर्ज्योतिः सुरुचिर्हुत भुग्विभुः सुरुचिर्हुत भुग्विभुः रविर्विरोचनः सूर्यः सविता रविलोचनः. Other nama 876th nama Vihayasa Gatihi. Vihayasam means here the sky, Akasha. Vihayasam means Akasha. Gatihi means the supporter, Ashrayam. One who is the support of the Akasha. Vihayasa Gatihi. Two meanings Acharya gives here. Vihayasam Gatihi Ashrayaha Asya iti. Here Vihayasam means we can take as one who, as the sun, in the form of sun, moves in the sky. Lord Vishnu, in the form of Surya Bhagavan, moves in the space, sky. Not space, space is, we can take here as sky, Akasha. You can take space also because he is light pervading the whole space also you can take. The one who, as the sun moves in the sky, this is one meaning you can take. Otherwise you can take as Vishnu Padam. As the Vishnu Padam you can take. One who is the support of Vishnu Padam. The Vishnu Padam here we have to understand as Hridaya Pundarika Sukshma Akasha. In our heart there is Akasha. Don't ask how Swamini have you seen it. Shastra says in Hridaya Pundarika there is Akasha. என்னமோ எம்டியா இருக்கேன் என்ன சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, எப்படி தெரிஞ்சது எம்டியா இருக்கேன்னு, சூன்யமா இருக்கா உள்ளன்னு. there is a space inside. சூக்ஷ்மம் சட்டில இருக்கும், சூக்ஷ்மம் சொன்ன அதனால ஃபர்ஸ்டே சூலவன you can see, சூக்ஷ்மம் you cannot see the Akasha because before Akasha becoming gross it is in subtle form. Sukshma Akasha has not yet grossified, so therefore you can't see that Sukshma Akasha. Therefore Hridaya Pundarike Akashe Madhye Bhagavan Asti Vayasa Gatihi. Vihayasa Gatihi, not Vayasa. Vayasa on a crow. Vihayasa Gatihi. So what is the Gati? The Padam, Vishnu Padam is my own heart, that Akasha. Next one, the Acharya says in that way only. Who lives in the sky? Adityeva or Vishnu Padam in the Hridaya Pundarike. Therefore Vihayasa Gatihi. Vihayasa Gatihi. Next nama Jyotihi. Jyotihi. Jyotihi means light, self-effulgent. The one who is self-effulgent. Lord Vishnu is called as self-luminary. It never depends to shine on others. He himself shines. Jyotihi. Swataha eva dyotata iti jyotihi. Independently shines. This type of namas only mislead us. Jyotihi, already Vishnu Sahasranama Jyotihi and Cholirke Bhagavan. So that's why people always take நான் கடவுள்னு பார்த்தேன், எப்படின்னா ஜோதி ரூபமா பார்த்தேன். ஜோதின்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன்ல, லார்ட் விஷ்ணு இஸ் கால்ட் ஜோதிஹி. ஜோதிஹி அண்ட் ஃப்ளேம். ஸோ ஐ see the flame in my heart, I see the flame in the akasha, I see the flame in the temple. So I have seen the Lord. இது லௌகிக people understand this way. Whatever you are seeing, that the flame is not Bhagavan, that is manifestation, just represents Bhagavan. It is not the original nature of Lord. Here Jyotihi means, what is Shankaracharya's interpretation? Swataha eva Dyotata means Atma Rupena Narayana Paranjyotihi. Atma Narayana Parahan. Is this Atma, the consciousness, ever effulgent, Sakshi Rupena? When I am seeing, no? Seeing, this is also Jyoti. When I am listening, it's also a Jyoti. When I am talking, the power of talking is also a Jyoti. The luminaries. All sense organs are called luminaries because they get the knowledge. Through sense organs, we get the knowledge. How you get the knowledge? By the support of Atma. By the support of Atma, these eyes are able to get the knowledge of seeing power, hearing power, talking power, smelling power, touching power. All this power is called Jyotihi, not flame. Therefore Lord Acharya says Swatayeva Dyotata, self-effulgent. The sun also we think is self-effulgent, but the sunlight, that power behind the sun is also that a consciousness, Atma. Vedantic term is called Atma, consciousness. In Purana, if you take it as Vishnu, the same consciousness what is said in Vedanta, here in Purana we call that consciousness as Lord. Saguna Ishvara, there Nirguna Brahman. So that is called Swatayeva Dyotata iti Jyotihi. Next nama Suruchihi. Suruchihi. Su means that Shobhana, Ruchihi, Deeptihi, Ichha. Shobhana means good, Mangalaman. The one who has got that good effulgent desire. Effulgence, good effulgence and good desire. Suruchihi. And taste in children. What are your tastes, hobbies? Hobby. See, even though they are studying professionally for job sake, everything, every person have their own liking. One person likes music. That is why your inner love, affection towards that. Some people like drawing. All these are okay. But my love towards drawing, my love towards music, my love towards dance, I love it. That is called hobby. My interest. பகவானுக்கு கூட அவருக்கு ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கு. நமக்கு இருக்கிற மாதிரியே பகவானுக்கு கூட இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கு. சுருச்சி, குட் டேஸ்ட். அவருக்கு ரொம்ப மியூசிக்கில் ரொம்ப ரசிகர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, ரசிகர். டான்ஸ் ரொம்ப ரசிகர். நம்ம என்ன வேதாந்தானா நமக்கு ரசிக்கிறோம், யார் வேதாந்த ரசிகாஸ். இந்த வேதாந்த ரசிகாஸ் அது மாதிரி ரசிகா, தட் பர்சன் ஹூ என்ஜாய்ஸ் த ரசா ஆஃப் தட் நாலேஜ். ஸோ ஹியர் பகவான் ஹேவ் சம் சுருச்சிஹியன். அவருக்கு என்னென்ன அவர் ஹாபி, த டிசைர், ஹீ ஆல்வேஸ் Shobhana, Ruchihi, Deeptihi, Ichchava, Asya iti. Desire to lift the devotees. If you ask the Lord, no Lord, what is your hobby? I have so many duties, I have to kill so many Rakshasas. I have to do so many jobs. They are doing puja in this temple, they are doing that puja in that temple. I have to go there. But my hobby is to lift the devotees. My hobby is to lift the devotees who are all seeking me to know my ultimate nature. I am very busy with that. Namke vaasthi ange suthite irpen. I do my all these secondary jobs, but my primary job is that to lift Suruchihi, not ordinary Ruchi, Suruchihi. Who is he? Lord Vishnu is called Suruchihi. The desire to lift the devotees. Then Huta Bhuk. Hutam means oblation. Whatever you offer in the home fire, it is called Hutam. One who dwells, the consumer of oblations. The consumer of the oblations. Whatever you offer in that fire will reach to the Lord, because he takes that. Huta Bhuk means Bhungte. How he takes, Acharya says, Samasta Devatodeshena. For all devatas, you worship, you offer. Here oblation means not only Homakunda, whatever you offer. Even on the Rahu, Shani, you go into the temple, no? And the salt you put somewhere, and oil you put, Selimichapalam you put somewhere, and you offer something. So to someone, one devata, in the dosham irukku, and the dosham irukku, and the devathukku poi, Naga dosham, and the Subramanyeswarakku poi, and the Naga Pambukku poi, the povatradhu, Paalu utradhu, then no, nariya irukku in the madre. So whenever you are giving that local devatas, Devata Uddesena you are giving. Behind that Devata, Samasta Devatodeshena Pravurteshu api. Pravurteshu api. When your pravurti is towards this Devata only. You never bother about that Vishnu, Shiva, all those higher lords. And you ask this Devata, this local Devata, you ask, please, my desire, fulfill my desire. Remove this obstacle. I want to be free from this problem, either physical or financial or any other problem suffering by our family members, like that. So, pravurteshu api karmasu hutam bhungte. Whatever you offer to this devata, behind that devata, the Lord Vishnu is there, and he takes that, whatever you offer. And who gives phalam, the result? Lord Vishnu only. Through that devata, he fulfills the phalam. That is why people, not knowing this, they say, you see, you go to that temple, Tiruverkado, Mangado, Yendakado, Yedo, Kado, that if you go to that Anjaneya Koil or this Koil, and 10 days enough, do Pradarshana, your all desires will be fulfilled. Your daughter will get married, your son-in-law will change. Sariya Paklana or daughter, he will also change. Adhikaha or puja. If you want children, if you want male baby, if you want female baby, lot of these things. He will fulfill all the desires. Through that Lord Vishnu only, through this Devata only, he fulfills. And we think this Devata only fulfilled him. The real Bhakta knows that. It comes from that Lord. So you have to give through this Lord. So, Huta Bhuk. Then Vibhuhu. Next nama, Vibhuhu. Vibhuhu means one who dwells everywhere. One who dwells everywhere. All pervader. All pervader. Acharya says, Sarvatra Vartamanatvat. Why he is all pervader? Because he resides everywhere. He resides only in Vaikuntha. He resides everywhere. Vaikuntha also. Vaikuntha also. Sarvatra Vartamanatvat. Trayanam Lokanam Prabhutvat. Prabhutvat. He is the leader, master of Trayanam Lokanam. 3 lokas. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. All 3 lokas he is the master. Vibhuhu. He is all pervader and is the master of all these worlds. Next nama, Ravihi. 881. Rasana Adatta. Rasanadatta iti Ravihi. The one who takes the rasa, the water from the ocean in the form of sun. he takes the water. Rasa means here water, not namarasam, veetla vechikira rasam illa. Rasa. Adatta means takes, the one who takes the water. Iti. Adityatma, in the form of sun. Aditya Rupena, he takes the water from the ocean and he gives plenty of rain. Madras lo matra edukadilla. I think he is taking everywhere, not in Madras. You ask the Lord Vishnu, take water, more water from the ocean so that rains will come. Adityatma. Then Virochanaha, 882. Virochanaha means one who shines in various ways. One who shines in various ways. Vividham rochata iti. One who shines in various ways. Vividham rochata iti Virochanaha. Then 883, Suryaha. Lord Vishnu is called as Suryaha, one who generates brilliance. One meaning. Another meaning is as a sacrifice fire. The Agni fire also is called Suryaha. The sacred fire. The Pavitramana Agni irukilla, Homa Kundala vikkiradhula Pavitramana Agni. So that Agni is also called Suryaha. And Acharya says another meaning also, Suryaha means the one who gives Aishwaryam is also called Suryaha. Sute, Sutehe, Suvaterva, Suvaterva, Surya Shabdaha. The one who is brilliant, generates brilliance. Namak ipo nalla theriyudhu veer kaalam, who is generating lot of brilliance. Then Savita, 884. Savita means from whom the whole world emerges. Savita means from the whom the whole world emerges. Ravilochanaha, 885. I will elaborately explain, just I am giving the meaning. One who has got sun as his eyes. Ravilochanaha. Ravi means Surya, Lochana means eyes. Ravilochanam chakshuhu asya iti. Ravilochanaha. I will elaborately explain these two namas in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.